you by yourself or are you with somebody else? Okay, so what is your and it's just you. All right. Two hands, right?
Don't be nervous. Don't be nervous. Don't be nervous. Good luck. Number 6 is implantation.
Okay, that's all you need.
Put the light on top there. We leave the light on?
Yeah, there's a little switch to the right side.
Okay. Guys, lucky not getting blinded. We're going up. These will be blinded. I don't think, do they have any effect when
You're
you're
number 6, by the way, on the agenda.
All right, you're the boss. The older brother's the boss. Photograph, okay, this is going to be scalable end-to-end voice communication. Awesome. Everything is point to point to these guys. Guys, get the point. All right. Worked hard, huh? A lot of hard work.
All night.
Wow, that is incredible. I'll give you a hand this week. Thank God I could not do that. Not even
Well, they're young and
Those are
brilliant.
the youngest.
So are you guys ready to go?
We are as soon as
We get the lights set.
Get the light.
And our cameramen ready to go.
Our cameramen are the big guys.
Oh,
Do you need lights down or what?
Up.
I don't know if they go any higher than
no
this.
fluorescent, that's it. But he's going to shoot. Is that light on? Yeah, I guess that light's in.
Yeah,
Doesn't do much for the LED, set of LEDs, isn't doing a whole lot, is it?
there it goes.
More tape?
Crazy hard.
Tough.
Working on it, boys.
Okay, tapes.
We'll just have to come back.
And Professor Luke, make sure you get the board sometimes. You can see where the kids did the strategies and everything.
As we're getting ready, we've got 6 teams right now. There's 3 others that I'm pretty sure completed hacks that haven't shown. When we're going to let them go 7, 8, and 9. If not, we're going to. I would do that. As soon as we're done here, judges are going to meet. Probably won't take us 10 minutes. And we're going to award the local prize. After the local prize is awarded, all of the sponsors will take a look at the resources that are, or the hacks that are using their individual resources, and they have their own prizes to award from the global pool. So if you don't win a local prize, you still could win. Without further ado, they're expecting us to be on, so we're going to get started as soon as you guys are ready.
Yeah, just for those of you, I'm going to be timing you. So I'm going to just say, ready, set, go. Our cameraman will begin. Our 5-minute time will start. And I'll hold up a finger, give you 1 minute. And then when I do this, time's up.
So
You know, you don't have to, don't end in mid-sentence. Finish your sentence.
Yeah, and when he holds his finger up, you've got 1 minute left. So
Right.
that's just your sort of time. You better be hurrying.
To wrap up.
Yeah, and then if he gives you the acts, finish what you're saying, but you're done then at that time, okay?
All right.
How's the signal?
Signal's good.
Picture good?
Microphone's a little choppy way down. More of a speaker bed lower.
No,
No,
it's
it's slow. It's smooth. It's smooth.
Okay,
we
we
can
can
always
always change banks.
We've got judges over here. They may ask you a quick question or two. We're going to try and keep their questions minimal because they want this to move on. They may not have any questions, but they may ask a question or two, and then we want the next group to be ready to go
But-
ASAP.
That's not your part of your 5 minutes, though.
Yeah, that's not part of your 5 minutes.
How's it sound now?
So when you're ready, Ben, you ready?
We're ready.
Jim, you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you guys ready?
We're ready.
Ready, set, go.
Hello, everybody. We're Phonograph, a scalable end-to-end voice communications hosting and analysis platform. I'm Alex. This is Alberto. And so as a high-level overview, Phonograph is designed to host, analyze, and return human comprehensible information about text and voice communications. We pay particular attention to combining the ease of use with cutting-edge technologies and statistics. So our technology stack, we use Tropo, MongoDB, Docker Flask, Plotly, Bootstrap, Google Cloud APIs, and Watson Alchemy API. We'll get to more of that in a second. So how does it work? There's a whole pipeline. First is the call. Calls are hosted using Tropo. Email reminders are sent to individuals meant to be in the conference, and when the call is finished, the recording is sent to Google Cloud API for transcription. After that, we do a summary. To our knowledge, no other companies have implemented call summarization because it's an incredibly hard problem. As such, we implemented the automatic transcript summarization algorithm proposed by Kendall with a few of our own modifications. If you're interested in those, some changes to the bag of words representation and the n-grams representation, feel free to ask us. After we've created a summary, we want to extract keywords and concepts. Those are extremely important for both small-scale and large-scale applications. So after transcription and summarization, the transcription is sent to Watson Alchemy API for textual analysis. We extract the top 10, if available, keywords and concepts and their statistical measures of relevance. After that, we need a way to visualize all this data. So it all goes into Plotly, where we automatically graph it, and then it becomes available on Phonograph server. You can see an example plot right there. And finally, results are available on Phonograph directly, or they'll be emailed to each individual person. So we were able to turn Phonograph into a full working service, so let us show you a demo. First, here's the Phonograph website. Here is the conference dashboard, but notice that it is also extendable to any kind of voice communication. You can see your current conference, so Alberto will start the call. You'll see him pop up into the current conference, and I'll get an email on my phone saying there's a conference there's a conference happening, your presence is expected. I'm going to ignore that for now. Alberto is going to send me a reminder email because he really wants me to be in this call. I'm going to get another email, just came in, and so I'm going to join the call. And you'll see me under who's missing right now. As my phone dials in, sorry, there's kind of bad service down here, so it might not actually dial. But what will happen is if my phone chooses to connect, I'll move up into the who's dialed in. There you are. I'm in right now. And so we can have our own little conference. We'll keep talking, I'll hang up, he'll hang up. And then we move on to the analysis phase. Right now, all of the work is being done behind the scenes. It's going to Plotly, it's going to Alchemy API. And so we can actually see what's happening. These are some of the previous conferences we've done, with a little more substance in them. We have a 2-minute conference or a 1-minute conference that we want to show you what the analysis dashboard looks like. This is our server right here. This is our code up and running. And we're just grabbing the right URL.
We crashed Plotly.
And we crashed Plotly. Just, can you open up another one?
I got throttled. Okay, so we reached our API limit.
Well, we reached the API limit. We have, do we have an example? Like just a static example?
We can, I can show them what's on the lab.
Yeah, just show them what's on MLab and that'll be done. Because, so always change your API keys before you do a presentation. That's the moral of the story here. So this is where all the data goes into. It goes into a Mongo database. All of this will then go into Plotly. You can actually see in the database directly all the data. We have the top keywords, we have the top concepts, and we have all their statistical scores of relevance. There's also the summary in there. It's a 3-line summary of the call. And there's also, if Plotly chose to work and we didn't get crashed, there would also be some nice graphs, and everything would look nice in the dashboard. And so that's Phonograph.
Is it? When it goes to Mongo, is that pretty much real time, or is that sort of like, every minute it's going to, getting to be part
So
of
the way that Tropo works is that it records the call and then we'll get the recording. And as we get the recording, we'll send it over into Mongo and then it goes into the Google API for transcription.
And I can search for the keywords and then go back to that point in the conference call and re-listen to just that segment of it. Is that an accurate?
We can't listen to it yet. We didn't include that functionality, but searching is absolutely feasible.
Cool. Thank you very much.
How's the security and
Sorry?
systems and security?
Number two.
If your phone number is not in the registered database, you can't connect to the house.
See, I have some of these transcriptions. Great.
Just right up there, there's a.
Do you have a Mac?
And does he have the clicker in case he couldn't?
Outsider. Cameraman ready? Jim ready?
I'm ready.
I'm ready as well.
Ready, set, go.
Hi, I'm Ermir, and I represent Team Outsider, and we've done something amazing today, I believe. I'm ready to show you. So Outsider FM is a service for scalable voice broadcasting for anyone and by the team of Outsider. So let's just quickly present what it is. So, like I said earlier, Outsider FM is a platform for voice broadcasting for anyone, for any topic, and so anyone who wants to speak or has anything to say can have a seat, speak their mind, and if they're good enough, gather an audience and make money out of it as well. So how does this work? It works simply, is a platform like so. So I have a small demo here as well. So this is something that I imagine that Outsider will look like. So anyone who wants to speak can join up, start talking, and maybe and their presentation and their broadcasting will be presented here in this screen over here. So any topic they choose, they can speak. Let's see, for example, over here, someone that wants to speak. Over here, someone that wants to speak about startups, for example, can start broadcasting immediately. There is actually sound, but it's being routed through the TV, so it can be heard. And the same thing can be for music as well. So this would be someone who wants to broadcast some music or broadcast some other content that they created. So just simply start by creating an account and broadcasting their voice. And their fans, if they like it, they can start and join in and get a simple fan base. First by 10 users, 20, 30, and maybe up to 100,000 users, who knows. So, and in addition, as you see over here, in addition to the voice broadcast on the left, we have over here a chat so that allows the broadcaster to engage with their audience live through text or through other means. And finally, it is also possible in the future that the fans may be able to support the broadcaster directly for the content they create. So this would allow someone to support themselves simply by broadcasting straight on outside. So I brainstormed the name Outsider quickly, and I think it appeals to me and to others who think like me, who are a bit of rebels who don't fit anywhere in the world. So in this case, Outsider, I believe, can be a place for people who are outsiders. And I believe in free speech, so in this case, anyone who wants to speak anything can speak with any topic they desire. And I don't believe in censorship, so this is why I believe Outsider can be a platform for free speech anywhere in the world. And also, like I said earlier, it is possible to financially support them, for a speaker to financially support themselves. I believe that the voice communication also is capable of transcending national barriers, so that this means that Outsider is not limited to just English-speaking countries, but any country where the population is spread throughout the world is capable of coming in together and speaking with their topics. So I use this technology to implement Outsider for the moment. I'm using Ubuntu to host the media server, which gathers up the users and is capable of broadcasting them to the others. I'm using WebRTC as the transmission medium I'm using WebRTC as the transmission medium because it allows mobile and web technologies to use it both at the same time. And I'm also currently building an API that allows mobile users to use it as well. So Outsider will not only be able to be used on the move, but also be able to be used by someone who wants to make a broadcast right there on the scene. This would be perfect for someone like independent journalist or some cultural reporter. I believe Outsider has a lot of potential, and this is why I chose to work on it. Thank you for your time.
Any questions from the judges? Thanks very much.
Thank you. 8 seconds to spare.
Number 3 is...
Grocery Go?
Grocery Go.
Grocery Go, that's us.
I got my volume on.
It's on the left side. Yeah.
Should be right here.
Do you want a remote? No. Okay. Cameraman ready. Jim ready. Team ready. Set. Go.
Good morning. We're here to speak with you a little bit about Grocery Go, which utilizes augmented reality and telestacks to accomplish 2 tasks. First, we're going to improve Carrefour's grocery shopping customer experience. Secondly, we're going to increase grocery sales to drive growth for Carrefour's bottom line revenue. Our tagline here is, with Grocery Go, routine food shopping will never be boring again. Grocery Go takes the mundane, tedious task of shopping for everyday items, from toilet paper to Mountain Dew, and makes grocery shopping at Carrefour's a fun and interactive augmented reality and telestacks experience. So when we say, what do we mean exactly by applying AR to Carrefour's grocery shopping experience? We're talking about utilizing the technology that blew up this summer with Nintendo's Pokemon Go and applying that to a real-world practical use. Instead of searching for Pikachus, now you're actually going to be looking for more nutritional grocery products through the use of AR. We're going to disrupt traditional grocery shopping by placing real-time nutrition data, price comparisons, coupons, reviews, and recipe recommendations at shoppers' fingertips. All using a simple, scalable design that is easy for customers to use. So I'm going to give you a high-level overview of what kind of the game plan we're thinking. If I'm walking through one of Carrefour's grocery stores, I see my beloved Mountain Dew up on the shelf. I point my iPhone up at the product. What I see is a drop on my phone, a number of drop-down screens that will show things such as the nutritional assessment of this product. A number of the ingredients. I see that there's a mysterious yellow number 5 ingredient in my beloved Mountain Dew. What exactly is yellow number 5? So I can click on yellow number 5, learn a little bit more about that ingredient in this product. Other things, maybe Carrefour has I can do a price comparison within the store. Maybe Carrefour has a private label. Do I want to go with the brand name product or the private label based on the price that's literally right in front of me on my phone right there? Maybe there's real-time discounts and coupons. When I'm looking at my phone at this product, maybe instead of a case of Mountain Dew is on sale from $3.99 to $2.99. There's product reviews will be available at my fingertips. Mountain Dew is awesome. There's no other product review needed there. And real-time customer assistance. So maybe I'm a short guy. Maybe this product is way high up on the stack. Maybe I can call over with a push of a button on my smartphone a customer assistant at one of Carefor's stores in order to help me get that case of Mountain Dew down. Most importantly, we're going to improve sales revenue by spurring additional purchases through the use of the individualized client's customer history. This is where we took all the data, the reams of data that Carefor provided to us. We matched, likewise products. If somebody is looking for Mountain Dew, they might also want Doritos. Carefor will have that customer's history on the app, and additional recommendations will pop up when they're buying this, along with maybe coupons or other discounts applied to those recommended products. And finally, we're going to do some recipe recommendations. It'll be based on a geolocation and date tag. If I'm in one of Carefor stores right now buying Mountain Dew, it knows I'm in Chicago, Halloween's coming up, maybe there's maybe I'm throwing a Halloween party, maybe there's a Mountain Dew vodka mix recipe that I can utilize for my Halloween party. Additionally, other things like maybe healthy choice recipes or celebrity recipes will also pop up. So we will also incorporate the Telestacks application when you're going to a deli and you're placing an order. Instead of having to wait in line, you can move on to continue your shopping, and through Telestacks, you'll be text message when your deli order item is ready. Now we're going to do a quick demo.
If that works, can I get the cable, please? Alright, so for the augmented reality experience, we use Unity with Vuforia, which is one of those super famous virtual reality, augmented reality plugins for Unity. So hopefully this will work, because I just been testing with the mobile phone more than the computer. But imagine that you are at one of those Carrefour and you want to buy Doritos, but you want to have more information about it. So let's say that you point your phone to the Doritos, and then you see the information pop it up. We can do same, for example, for Mountain Dew too. And in the case of Mountain Dew, you see like the information also changed. You probably see there yellow number 5 at the end, some alternative product there that you can click on it. And at the bottom you will see like the call for assistance, settings, and the logout for a more personalized experience. Sorry for the delay.
Excellent. Thank you.
Judges, anything?
Will that sort of come from a central repository when you do a product, or is that from the manufacturer, then from the retail sector? Right?
So for the images, yes, it has to be like set in the application itself because of the bandwidth. But for the data itself, like all the text that you saw and the recommendations and all that stuff, it can be done through web services into a real database.
So let's say it goes into the Walmart database and pulls that data.
Correct. Yeah.
Based on a barcode or QR code or what?
No, it's based on the image.
The image itself.
The image. So maps the image.
Yeah.
Great
So,
job.
so every time they do a rebranding, they have to scan it.
Any more Doritos?
More Doritos.
Doritos
Thank you,
on.
guys.
Thank you.
You're up.
Well, it's actually, yeah, good. It's good, yeah. See, I lowered the YouTube feed so I don't get feedback, my ear, and I just hear what you're coming through the mic direct. So,
Good.
So far, it's getting a solid sound.
Yeah, it's HDMI.
Yeah. Glad you want a remote or not for your.
I will possibly be fine. It's just
You're okay with this? Just slides.
that's why. No, this, I think I use different. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Perfect. Come on, go.
Yeah.
All right, I think I'm good to go. Good
Oh,
morning,
one
everyone.
second.
Yep.
Cameraman, you ready?
Already.
Jim, ready? Ready. Ledge ready. Set?
Yep.
Go.
Thanks. Good morning, everyone. My project is called Accessible Video Colors, and I wanted to address one of the specific accessibility problems. I'm passionate about different accessibility topics, and I'm passionate about researching how modern technologies can actually help us address the real needs of people with different types of disabilities. Well, I hope you know about the phenomenon called color blindness. Well, color blindness means that people may be unable to actually see certain shades of green or red, or sometimes blue and yellow, though that's quite rare in practice. And I was really wondering what we can do for them to make it easier for them to interact with web applications, and specifically with communication applications built with WebRTC. So, first of all, how many people are affected by that? There is no exact stats, but based on my research in Europe for the white male population, stats says that it's about 8%. It's a huge number of people, right? And how we can help them? Well, there are several approaches that modern software is using. One is just, change the colors that's used for the graphical user line. But then we left with the things that we cannot control, like the videos, maybe real-time videos. And so the other approach is applying special color filters to the images. And there is quite a bit of math behind it. There's quite a bit of research that was done on that topic in the past. So I can tell you there is some complex math associated with that. But how we apply that math? Well, there are several approaches. We can do it by pre-processing videos. That's great, but certainly not applicable to the real-time conversations. We can do it on the operating system level, but then it's dependent on the operating system and requires pre-configuration. Well, we can use some system-wide third-party software that affects the whole screen image. That's fine as well, but that software typically is quite expensive. And then we can go with the application-level approach. Well, that may be easier to control if you have a native app, but what about the web app? I never saw that aspect addressed. So this is why I wanted to try and do my own demo here. All right. Now I'm switching to the TADHack Olympus client. That's the one that TADHack uses themselves and also offer to developers as a reference version. I use that one, but for my demo purpose, I actually modified it. All right. All right, here we go. And so I modified the client in a way that I can still use my own image and I can see the remote image. In this case, it's the same because I'm running two clients on my browser, but it's good because what I can show you is that I have now an option to apply real-time video filter right in browser and right on top of my image. I don't know if you will be able to see that easily on the screen. Because the colors themselves may be more difficult to see, but anyway, because I'm using two images here, and one of them is modified. I hope you can see the one on the right side. Now it has some of the colors slightly faded away. Can you see it? Yeah. So this is it. So I can apply any of the specific filters here. I have 3 filters for the 3 typical types of color blindness disability that are generally met these days. So that's about it. That's my demo, and that's the whole idea of my project. Well, thank you very much, guys, and I mean, you will find my contacts.
I wouldn't be able to do it right at this hackathon. Actually, I don't know if in the audience there are some people who suffer from that. I mean, but in general, I know that was tested certainly, and that research that I showed you, that's a real paper. You can check the link that they provided. They did test it, certainly.
Excellent, thank you.
Great.
These guys should repeat the question because maybe they can't hear it.
Right.
So always forget this. Guys, repeat the question. I got from YouTube a message about the quality issue. I just lowered the mic and I guess I need an email back. YouTube email me, but
What quality?
email me. Push notify me. When it says stream quality, I lowered
Little
the mic.
Implantation, you're up.
We got it.
What's the next team's name?
So you guys can repeat the question. If somebody asks a question, please. So, because nobody can hear from probably the back, you know, I mean, you're on YouTube, and what did the person say? So always think about YouTube people, yes? What's wrong with stream quality? I don't know, it's 1080p, it looks good on the stream, but I want you to do the microphone. How's it look? Yeah, I lowered the microphone. It makes it touch 1080p so you get it forward.
So you go HDMI. Correct.
Smart fridge.
Right.
Do you have a,
What's up?
where were you shooting it? Somebody's shirt?
No.
It's fine.
Everything good?
Yeah.
You're good?
Excellent.
Jim, you ready? Good. You guys ready? Set and go.
Hi everyone. We're going to be presenting the Little Engine's Kitchen. In our team we have Sergio Hill, Adam Mohan, and I am Katrina Lazaro. We were able to develop a smart fridge which will help with both the managing of the shopping of groceries and also some kind of organizing task into the household. This project was doable thanks to our sponsors, TADHack and Matrix. And now I'm just going to talk more about the details of this.
Hi guys. So the fridge. There's something poetic about the fridge. It's probably the most beloved appliance you have in your house. So a packed fridge brings you joy and peace of mind. So to keep your fridge packed, we developed some, you're seeing smart fridges. We give you the smartest. And so we have used every tech possible we have on us. We've used our sponsors API, Matrix, and TADHack. Matrix APIs are used for collaborating with your roommates and your family to buy stuff. And TADHack is to handle the email, notifications, and more video calls. And for the hardware, we have our Raspberry Pi as an IoT device and a virtual reality cardboard, Google Cardboard. So Sergio will explain how the ecosystem works.
Thank you. So what do we need for setting up our smart fridge? Well, apart from the Raspberry Pi that Anup has presented, we also need a camera that will be inside the fridge and will be monitoring what's happening inside. So it will be taking real images that by using Google Vision API, we'll be able to make a representation and detect which products are missing and which ones need to be replenished. Those items will be created in a list that will be sent by using Matrix, and the users will be notified about this list even when they are outside. So if they are out and they are making the groceries and they want to check which items are missing, or they want to make sure that they are buying everything, they can just check and be notified about what items are missing. We are also going to have a cleaning schedule by using TADHack. So especially for people that live with other people, that the one that don't live alone. This can be sometimes a bit troublesome, so you want to know which person cleans which part of the house which week. So we create a cleaning chores schedule that will be updated every week, and the users will be notified when they don't clean what they have to clean, and the ones that don't clean, well, shame on them. Yeah, this part.
Oh, all right, so we've talked about the ideas, but this is the platform that we have envisioned. You can see that the center of the platform is our fridge. Attached to the fridge, we have the Raspberry Pi and the camera. We're also thinking of having some kind of a screen over there so you can actually interact with the fridge. I'm gonna disconnect it to see that it works, but the interface is gonna be on the main screen, I think.
What you can, what you want.
Well, yeah, there is a screen over here. So the thing is, we're gonna have the Raspberry Pi that has to communicate on the one side to the fridge, as it's gonna be using the camera to look at what is in the fridge. This way we can use, in the future, not in this prototype, some image recognition to see what elements are in the fridge and which things are missing. And then we're going to use this information to communicate to the outside. The outside is going to be all the residents of the house, which are going to be using their smartphones. On the one hand, we're going to be creating some matrix chat room in which the Raspberry Pi is going to be updating the list. If anybody with a smartphone buys an item on the list, something that is missing for the fridge, it's going to be updated to the list and it's not going to be appearing in this chat room. On the other hand, we also want to use the Raspberry Pi to send some notifications. Sergio already said that there's going to be some messages sent to the phones, and we're going to be using telestacks for that. I want to remark that we are not creating our local server. We're going to be using the cloud that telestacks are already providing. And in this case, what's going to happen is for the cleaning chores, every Monday of the week, there's going to be a message sent to all the phones. And one idea that we also have for this camera is that if you're not sure what is in the fridge when you're going to buy something, you can also kind of connect to the camera and have a video call. It's too much, we know, but well, it might be happening. So we should be maybe seeing some of the interfaces.
Quick demo if you want to show.
Yeah, quick.
Yeah, that real quick demo. So this is what we see on the LCD. Not right now. It's going to be just a browser opening our node, and there are going to be different parts. The first one is the fridge list. You can see that there are some items missing. You can either update the fridge to send the list. Everybody receives this information. You can also see the weekly duties. If you press the It's Monday day, we are not reminded, so we just generate this fake Monday. The list will change. We're going to have new schedules. We're going to send the email to everybody. And then we have this check thing. What is this? This is the future going to for now. We created this virtual reality application on the phone. So when the phone connects to the server, you can use the glasses and you will be able to see the items that are missing.
We wanted to have the fridge, the VR of the fridge, but we didn't get the model sometimes.
Okay.
It's a working model.
Cool, thanks.
Judges, anything?
Two refrigerators in the house.
But you're complimentary, like.
The pie's in the fridge.
All right, thank you. Excellent.
Yeah, I'm doing it right now.
Last but not least, right? Vanessa's that you, I think? Yeah, Vanessa's done. We don't have anybody else who's come since the start, right? I don't get three more groups that I thought was going to present. What do you guys? Okay.
You want straight to HTML?
Yeah, straight.
You need a...
Well, thank you. 4K.
Stream quality. So lower the mic, maybe the mic, we don't know, they should be specific, but stream could be video or audio or both. This could be buffering congestion. Looks like we're about almost a minute behind with the buffering because we're 1080p. Yeah,
Just adjust your setup right now. Let me know when you're ready.
yeah, could be long.
Sorry, my internet just went.
So my name is Suresh.
Hold on, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, you're ready. You're ready. Set and go.
My name is Wadesh Khannan, and my favorite thing in the world are long conference calls where other people explain things to me on end without me understanding them, which is almost as good as long customer service calls with representatives who are trying to explain a complex UI to me, but didn't realize that I was on the wrong page completely. Indeed, with the level of development in RTC technology, the biggest obstacles aren't necessarily technological, but sometimes human. So we've created Implantation, a collaborative game on top of RTC that uses Vox Implant's video calling service to test the ability to collaborate and communicate of certain teammates. So with me is my friend and mentor, Sebastian, who is not a developer, but is possibly in the 95th percentile of video call participants in the world. And we are going to play Implantation together. This simple 4x10 grid is the implantation zone, and within it are a set number of key codes to unlock and complete the game. Since I'm player one, on my screen, I'll be able to test which squares are actually key codes and which are obstacles. But only Sebastian knows which ones are part of the pattern to unlock them. This is part of game theory and collaborative group design that segregates information to force collaboration and make participants think about how they're communicating and empathizing with each other. So as I start to explore, I've clicked on a space that's blue. And so now I know that this is part of a pattern that contains the key code. On Sebastian's screen, he sees the full pattern, but does not know which square in the pattern that I've clicked. So he'll have to explain to me the rest of the pattern. Sebastian, can I get some help here?
It's on this. It's like it's on the top left.
Top left. What does the shape look like?
It's like a rectangle.
In what direction? I got another square. Is it tall or?
It's tall.
It's tall. So now we've completed one segment, and I see that T is one of the key codes to unlock it. On Sebastian's screen, he sees the number that tells me what order that T fits into the combination. Sebastian, I've got the T. Where does that fit into the combination? What number do you have?
0.
Okay, so that means 0 index will be the first one. I'll start to explore looking for others. All right, Sebastian, I've got another one. What do you see here?
I see a horizontal rectangle in the middle.
Is it touching the left side of the field or the right side?
Touching the left side.
And what position is? It's got a D. What position?
2.
2. Okay. Look for one more without setting off a bow. Okay, I've got a square. What kind of pattern do you see?
It's kind of like a hook.
A hook?
Yeah.
What shape does the hook go in?
It's like a U, but with
Like an
one
upside
side's
down?
not as long as the other, and it's
Like an upside down U?
like a tilted 90 degrees. So
Oh, I lost it. What is
I
the?
guess you said it's like a 7 tilted on this side also.
It's like a 7.
7 or a U.
Okay, so I've got like an upside down L shape coming from the bottom left.
Yes. Yeah.
Where are the remaining squares? It hasn't unlocked yet.
But it's above it.
Above it?
Yeah.
In what direction? My L lines up with the D's, which I think are 2's on your screen. So there's a
Yeah.
rectangle of 2's.
So underneath the two on the right are a couple different squares underneath the tubes.
Yep.
And then goes all the way down to the bottom. Comes up from the left corner.
Comes out from the
Bottom
left
right corner.
Oh, I think I know what you're saying. All right, I've got an A. What's the order for that?
Those are ones.
It's a 1, so that means the code will be TAD. And success. So as you can see, with this kind of segregation of information, it can be difficult to explain things. We hope that games like Implantation will help people train to become better colleagues in meetings, better customer support reps, and even just better at keeping in touch with their friends who are working remotely. The prevalence of remote and collaborative teams makes this an important technology. In fact, other games like this, like Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes and Space Team, have reached great popularity. We chose Vox Implant because their client-side CDN made it extremely fast to develop this. That should be a statement to how easy it is to build with their technology. And potentially, this could be a great social media tool for them as well, as people report their high scores.
Very cool. So you imagine this being like a training tool, perhaps, for customer service people as an example, one example. Would that be right?
Yeah, the goal is for it to be, the question was, do we imagine this as a training tool for customer service professionals? The goal is to make this a fun game that can be played online. And since other games like this have been shown to build empathy and communication skills, it can certainly also be used as a professional tool.
Yeah, cool. Any other questions, judges?
Maybe as an alternative to Pokemon.
Perhaps as an alternative to Pokemon.
There you go.
Okay, thank you very much. That was great.